Luffy, the captain of the Straw Hat Pirates and chief commander of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, a supernova, one of the 12 rookie pirates to arrive at the Grand Line's halfway point, Sabaori Archipelago, with bounties above 100 million berries, ushering upon a new era of the world, the West Generation. Monkey D. Luffy, the boy who strives to become king, with ambitions that pierce the heavens and dreams that shake the balance of the world. His accomplishments over the years and strength have cemented his place as a Yonko.
One of the 4 emperors of the sea, standing on par with creatures and beasts that have the power to destroy the world. Men with unstoppable strength like red-head shanks, and men who stand above all. His abilities extending from reality-warping abilities and world-bending devil fruit hacks and great mastery of the color of the Supreme King. With all these abilities and power, one can only wonder just how high will his ceiling rise.
Wait.
This isn't the main topic of today's discussion. Let's take a few steps back. Let's go back to the version of this beast who gained the acknowledgement of one of the strongest. Throughout the events that transpired on Wano, for the longest, the question has remained: just how strong is Base Luffy? Without relying on the broken abilities of his devil fruits, unique transformations, Gear 4 and Gear 5, focusing only on the advanced mastery of all 3 types of haki and unique hacks. To find the answer, we'll have to look a little bit before the time skip in the events of Marineford.
Luffy witnessed levels of power beyond anything he had witnessed before, having his whole crew taken away from him, watching his own brother die in front of his eyes. He was powerless. The will to fight, chase his dreams, yet lost it all. They were not yet ready for the new world. They couldn't afford to be weak. Then he came to a decision. He needed power. He needed haki. Haki is one of the 3 prominent power systems in the One Piece world, alongside devil fruit abilities and other strange phenomena. Haki not only strengthens oneself, but when strong enough, it can completely negate devil fruit abilities. It has 3 main branches, which are armament, observation, and conquest. Yet Luffy has mastered all 3 of them in their advanced states. Armament haki. This allows Luffy to coat his body with protective armor, which greatly increases his physical abilities, durability, and attack power on its most basic levels. In its more advanced states, Luffy can extend the effect of his haki beyond his own body, granting him internal destruction as a form of durability negation. This means when Luffy hits his target with advanced form of haki, better known as Ryo haki, his target does not only feel the external effect of his attack, but actually feels the damage both ways from the inside out. This means he can directly attack one's internal organs, regardless of how durable the external defense actually is. Crazy, right? This is why Gear 4 Luffy, with basic armament haki, who has beyond continental levels of AP, wasn't able to deal any damage to someone like Kaido, but Base Luffy, his red rock to Kaido's head, was able to draw blood. At this point, Luffy's attacks were crushing his skull, at the same time directly squishing his brain. This means that Base Luffy's attacks at the start of One Piece would easily handle the likes of Katakuri with much ease. Yet this Luffy was just getting started. Observation haki. This is a bit more complicated, so let's break it down. Stage 1. At its most basic levels, this ability allows you to feel and react to things moving at a speed you wouldn't normally be able to react to. It's more like a simplified version of Ultra Instinct. Stage 2. Its more advanced forms, someone could basically predict an object's movements, its trajectory, and also locate something to a point where someone could see without using any of their basic natural senses. At this point, someone can sense people, haki levels, and even tell how strong your opponent is without even needing to fight them. Another effect is the ability to sense one's true emotions, and the most prominent uses of these types of haki in the series so far are Sanji and Fujitora, who might actually have the best use of it. But then, in the third stage, Future Sight, the ability to look into the future for an extended period of time. There isn't really much to explain here. It's extremely simple and straightforward. But another comparison you can draw from all this is how Post-Whole Cake Island Gear 4 Luffy, with equal levels of future sight to Katakuri, could not even react to a base Kaido's attacks. But in early Onigashima, he could not only react to these same attacks, but could tank them in his base. And even later on, goes blow to blow with an even stronger hybrid Kaido, evenly, in his base form. This performance alone changes a lot for his scaling. This means a base rooftop Luffy should be capable of not only speed blitzing, but also one-shot any character who is relative to his early wano self. Yet, this is far from his limit. Conqueror's Haki, the color of the Supreme King. A Haki type that cannot be taught or acquired, a manifestation of one's kingly ambitions and unstoppable willpower. 1 in a million people can have this will. The will of a conqueror, the conqueror spirit. Users of this Haki can dominate other people with weaker wills than their own. One can knock out people and induce fear into their targets on a wide scale. And in its advanced states, it transcends all. Advanced Conqueror's Haki allows one to hit their target without needing any physical contact whatsoever, and advances the effects of eternal destruction when fused together with advanced armament Haki. The same way Conqueror's Haki enhances the other types of Haki, it can also be used to negate them. Characters like Redhead Shanks can use Haki to kill and negate other characters' observation Haki. This though is a level Luffy's yet to reach. That's it for his Haki. The question is, how fast is he? Speed. Luffy after the time skip is shown calling light beams too slow. This implies he's at least faster than light in his base form, but with forms like Gear 2 and 4, which increase and multiply his speed, makes him at least FTL plus. In the events of Whole Cake Island, Luffy gains future sight and even becomes faster, but the real changes in his base speed come in Wano. Luffy being able to tag a serious hybrid Kaido who was actively using future sight means he is multiple times faster than the version of himself who couldn't react to a much weaker base Kaido's attacks. This makes Luffy at least massively faster than light in his base. Now let's talk about his durability. Before Wano, Luffy was casually taking continental levels of AP in this base state from characters like Doflamingo and Katakuri, who both have higher AP than Don Jinjiao, who can split an ice continent with little to no effort. Though, at the start of Wano, Kaido was able to one-shot a Gear 4 Luffy, who is a lot more durable than his base form. But later on Rooftop, Luffy takes the exact same attack in his base without even using Haki, but still remains conscious with much less damage. And later on, even further, in the fight, Luffy was able to fight evenly with the hybrid Kaido, who has both durability negation and a much higher AP. So Luffy should have around a low planetary level of durability as well as planetary levels of AP. With all this, we can tell Luffy has made massive strides in Wano, but where exactly does he stand? Luffy has shown us Haki mastery beyond even his fist-mate Zoro on Rooftop was able to scar Kaido. Luffy in his base had an even better performance in a one-on-one fight than Yamato, even being able to split the sky like Haki Clash, a feat only Yonko have performed thus far in the series. Although splitting the sky is impressive, it is my belief it is something that happens only when Advanced Conqueror's Haki uses Clash. This would explain why the sky did not split in certain clashes, like when Whitebeard clashed with Akainu in Marineford and when Blackbeard clashed with Law. Luffy splitting the sky showcases his Advanced Conqueror's Haki mastery and his top tier Haki. As for which character would he be relative to, I believe a base Luffy is definitely in the Admiralty of Power, being relative to admirals like Green Bull and Fujitora, even more relative to Yonko Commander Bless, characters like Law, Zoro and Sanji. Remember, whilst fighting Luffy, Kaido claims Luffy's the strongest he fought seriously since Oden, This may or may not include Base Big Mom. It might as well do, but I don't see it changing much on his scaling. Luffy's base power is nothing to scoff at. Most people who scale him seem to forget. This is the same man who left the strongest creature wondering just how high will his ceiling get.
Well, what's up guys, it's your boy Harlow here. If you reached this far, you may as well leave a like and subscribe to show you were here first. And if you want more videos like this one, spam Admiral Slayer Luffy down in the comment section below. And don't forget to share your thoughts on how strong you think Base Luffy is. And tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, how accurate was I with the scaling? So, if you want to see my next video, be sure to be there when I drop it. Peace out.